Hey folks, Joshua here. Welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Continuing our Ascension 5 runs, we're going to be diving into a run with the Ironclad, who starts with 80 HP and has the Burning Blood relic. At the end of combat, heals 6. The last soldier of the Ironclads crushes foes with sword and flame against his will. So, first up, we have our choice from Niao. Precise Scissors, remove one card from your deck. Arcane Scroll, obtain a random rare card. Large Capsule, obtain 2 random relics. Add an additional strike and defend to your deck. Free card remove, always nice. Random rare card can define a build. If we look at the compendium here, we could get any of these cards. There's a lot to pick from, so you never know what you're going to get. Picking something with like a 3 cost early is bad. A 0 or 1 is fine. 2 is kind of mid-grade. X is okay. If we remove 1, we go down to 10 starting cards. And we could remove a second right here if we wanted to. What are we looking at? So we've got a really nice path here. 3 elites. The only problem here is that there's no fire after this elite, but if we're in trouble, we can always take this alternate path. So one of these 2 would be fine. Another fire here into a shop. Not a lot of events, though. What about this path? 2 events. 1, 2, 3 fires, and 1, 2, 3, 4 elites. What else? What else? It does give us a late shop. So if we take Precise Scissors, we probably buy a relic here and only get the 1 card remove. What else? If we come down this path, we can get 1, 2, 3 fires again. But we get an earlier shop for another card remove, and then this is wasted. We don't get any events. So I think the rightmost path here is good. And then what do we have over on the left? More events, 2 fires, 1 elite. There's an elite here. Quite a lot of events here. Events are interesting. They can be good. But we're passing up all the elites on the right. So I think we'll take the right path, which means what? We're going to go here. And then probably here, here. And then decide whether we take this last elite. So that's 1, 2, 3 elites minimum. 3 fires, a late shop. Okay. So with a late shop, Precise Scissors becomes more interesting. Do I want a random rare card? I don't have any choice of what this is, but rares are hard to come by this early. I think since we're going late shop, we'll take Precise Scissors and we will remove a defend. Okay, let's see how we do going up this path. We start with the Fuzzy Worm Crawler. Coming in hot with 4 damage. We can heal that if we want with our 6 from Burning Blood, or we could defend. I think we take the 4 here to get the extra 3 damage. That puts him at 40. He won't attack next turn. He's gonna, I think, buff. Yeah. We get 3 strikes. He's down to 13. We reset our deck. And can we get 3 more strikes? We can. So we net positive 2 HP. We go from 64 to 66. And we get some gold and a card reward. So we have Molten Fist here. This is going into a vulnerable build. We do have our bash, so Molten Fist can work. Expect a fight. We already removed 1 defend, so on average we are going to have 3 attacks in hand, which means this card gets us 1 extra energy when we draw it. Ish. This is better later in the run with more card draw and more other tools to gain energy and such. Body Slam can be good. It upgrades to a 0-cost card. But since we don't have a defensive build right now, I don't think Body Slam is good. I do like Molten Fist. And I think I'm going to take it. I might upgrade that first as well. Let's go to the next fight. Nibbit. Coming in with 12. If I play this now, we don't get the benefit of the vulnerable. It does do 10 damage. This is an early fight. We can probably trade the later utility of this card for 10 damage now. Okay, so bash, defend. He puts 5 on. We get 3 strikes. We do. He's down to 4. And we net 3 positive HP. Nice. We also get a strength potion. Very, very nice early on. Like that. All right. Feel no pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. We only have 1 exhaust right now, but we could... Well, this is more for a vulnerable build, but we could go into an exhaust build. We're not locked in right now. I don't really like Iron Wave. Spite is okay for a 0-cost card. But we're not into self-damage yet. We've sort of bought into the idea of a vulnerable build. So I think none of these. Next fight. Shrinker Beetle. Okay, he's going to debuff us. So this is a nice pull, right? We put 2 vulnerable on. We get 15 damage and double the enemy's vulnerable to 4, which means he remains vulnerable after we're shrunk. Which means 3 strikes kills him. All right, so this does, yeah, that does 6. So I'll heal up here. This is lasting for 3 turns, so we can just take our time. Or not heal up, block. There we go, bash, strike, and we're up to 75. We also pick up a block potion. Okay, Drum of Battle. At the start of your turn, exhaust the top card of your draw pile. If you have a corresponding card to place a card on top of your draw pile, this becomes pretty good. This plus like Anger and the pair card can help you go get that, and like a draw card of some type can let you do a lot of damage once you've thinned out your deck. But I don't think it works for us. This doesn't work with a vulnerable build. Setup, Strike, and Rupture don't help us either, so we're going to skip. All right, here's the Mauler. He has a lot of hit points, so I think we're going to hold off on playing Molten Fist here. We're going to defend twice to block the 8 and just put a little chip damage in. Now he's going to debuff us. No, I'm sorry. He's going to do 14 damage. Okay. Let's burn the block potion. Strike 3 times. We'll take 2. Now he's going to make us vulnerable. Do I pull Molten? No, I don't. Okay. So we'll bash and strike. Puts him at 31 with 1 vulnerable next turn. We should pull Molten here. Here's Molten. Can I kill him? I can. Excellent. Up to 79. All right, Armaments, Tremble, and Whirlwind. Whirlwind is a very good card for strength builds, but since we're going vulnerable here, we want Tremble. And there's a particular card we're looking for now. Where is it? Dominate. So let's say we get 5 vulnerable on, and then Molten Fist that to 10. If we play Dominate on a character with 10 vulnerable on it, we gain 11 strength. Which then makes a card like the other one we didn't pick, the Whirlwind, really, really good. Especially if we pick up like a Bloodletting or some other energy card, but we don't have that now. So we take the Tremble. Yeah, now we're looking for a Dominate. We're looking for a Dominate, we're looking for card draw, and we're looking for something that does add damage to all enemies because we don't have that. So we don't have an answer for that right now, but this is shaping up to be a good vulnerable build. So let's proceed onwards into our 2 events here. We're going up the right side. We don't have a choice, so yeah. Okay, Luminous Choir. You stumble upon a clearing bathed in a natural blue glow. Towering mushrooms pulse with bioluminescence, their caps swollen and glistening. As you approach, the fungi begin to emit haunting melodic tones that reverberate through your chest. You notice something gleaming, embedded within the largest mushroom's flesh, pulsing in rhythm with the fungal song. So if we reach in, we can remove 2 cards and gain Spore Mind, which costs us 1 energy to exhaust, or we just get rid of it here, possibly. Or we can pay 125 gold, which we do have for a random relic. The random nature here I don't like, so we are going to take this. Essentially, this turns 1 card remove later into 2. All right, what do we want to remove? We want to keep all the vulnerable stuff. Let's get rid of 1 defend and 1 strike. You plunge your hand directly into the spongy tissue of the dominant mushroom to extract the relic within. The fungal network shudders at your intrusion, and your mind quivers in response. That's a good event for us. All right, 3 enemies. We don't have a great answer for multiple enemies right now. We don't have the Dominate, so playing Molten Fist isn't hugely important. So we can deal 8 plus 9 is 17. We're going to take all this damage. If I take the Strength Potion, we go up to 10 plus 12 is 22. So we could eliminate this guy, save ourselves 5 health. All right, let's use this potion. We take 7, heal back 6 of that, assuming we do well here. 14 damage is kind of a lot. He's going to buff. So you are at 19 plus 3 is 22. We can get there because of our strength potion with Strike, Strike, Molten Fist, so we will. And then you're a problem for next turn. You're coming in with 10? Okay. So we definitely defend here, and I think... Do I want 3 vulnerable? This is going to do 10 damage, and we already have the strength potion, so we can do it in 1 turn. We can do 20 next turn, no problem. Okay. So we lost a few hit points. We went down by 6, but that's okay. We'll get that back. We also pick up a dex potion. What do we have here? Inflame, Bludgeon, and Thunderclap. So I know this does damage and applies 1 vulnerable to all, but it's really not a good card. Neither is this for us right now. Inflame is okay. The idea is that we use Dominate to get strength, but as we just saw, 2 strength can be very strong early. And we have a very small deck, so I think I will take the Inflame. All right. This is the turning point of the run, at least for Act 1. We can get past both of these without a heal in between. We probably do quite well and beat the act. So the question is, what do we do at this fire? Probably not Tremble. I mean, I think maybe it's Inflame. We have other ways to get vulnerable, so upgrading Bash isn't quite as urgent. I think it's Inflame. And we just hope we pull it early. Okay, we got the bird, Verdonis. It's coming in with 17. I think we play the Dex pot. We Inflame, we defend. We save Molten Fist. So we're going to take 10 damage. Okay, he's coming in with 12 now. That's a rough pull to get both of those dead cards. I guess we Bash Strike, and we take 12 damage. Yikes. Right, now we want our Molten Fist. We don't get it. Ooh, boy. Do I do 27 here and then kill next turn? Take 19? I mean, I can block 14 of it and just take 5. That's probably the better play. Okay, you're gonna... 18? Oof. So we're gonna take 18 damage here. All right, I guess we Bash Molten Fist. It's 7. Kill next turn. That's not my best elite fight ever, but I don't have a lot of defense in this deck, and the vulnerable build isn't quite there yet. So that hurt. We pick up a Radiant Tincture. That's helpful. We gain energy. And Bronze Scales is great, too. What do we have here? Bully is an amazing card for us. Deal 4 damage, deals 2 additional damage for each vulnerable on the enemy. So let's say we get 10 vulnerable on with like a Molten combo on 5 or whatever. Then this does 24 for 0. And if you can keep like doubling the vulnerable, like if we got a second Molten Fist and upgraded them both and could pull this bully routinely, then this becomes just such a massive damage card. Conflagration is 8 damage to all enemies, plus 2 for each other attack you played this turn. We don't have an all enemies answer yet, so I'm tempted to get this, but Bully is so good that I have to take it. Okay, we do get 2 free upgrades at the start of each combat. I like that. Only 34 HP to fight this elite. Oh god, I hate this guy so much. I think we probably need this. So unfortunately, we don't have tons of damage in our first hand. Infections suck. We didn't pull either of our vulnerable cards. Vulnerable actually doesn't help us that much for this fight. Energy doesn't help me here either. So we're going to take 16, unfortunately. Yeah, Molten is not going to help me all that much, so we're just going to take it for the damage now. I guess he does hurt himself quite a bit there. Okay. We're going to use our Tincture so that we can get rid of this. Oh, that's unplayable. Right. Okay, let's strike. If I tremble first, Bash does 16, which doesn't really help us. So I'm better off putting this on you and then going for the kill on, I think it's you? No, it's this one and this one, I think, are the attackers. I think. We're going to take another 3 damage here. I maybe should have put vulnerable on this guy. Yeah, okay, so I picked the right guys. We can strike here to kill, play a defend, and then I guess we go after you because you're about to upgrade. You do 6 and take 3. We're left with 2. We lose another 4 here, go down to 11. All right. Bully kills you for free. And we have 2 strikes and a defend. That's enough to take you out. And we can exhaust Spore Mind here. Okay, I think we get out of this alive, but it was a close thing. Bash Strike does the trick. Okay. We heal 6 and come back to 17. Pen Nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage. This is a good relic, but it's so hard to use correctly. What do we have here? Another Tremble. Shrug it off. Or Blood Wall. I do need card draw. This is not a bad defense card. Especially if we upgrade it. Blood Wall's better, but we're not in a self-damage build, so I'll take Shrug It Off. All right. We have to rest. It's sad, but we have to. Let's hit this elite. Okay. This guy, we just got to put as much damage on him as quickly as we can. Unfortunately, we did not pull exhaust here. Not exhaust, vulnerable. Okay, there's the bash. Let's strike as well. He's coming in with 23? Yeah, 23. Okay, what do I want? I want the bully, really. So Tremble, Molten Fist, Shrug It Off. And if we pull the bully, we're very lucky. So this puts 13 damage and 10 vulnerable on him. We block for 8. We don't pull bully. We get it next turn. Okay, let's put more vulnerable. So this is now going to do 47 damage. There we go. That's what makes bully so incredible on a vulnerable build. 8 damage on an attack. If you combine that with Pen Nib, that becomes very good. What do we have here? Another Molten Fist. Here's the pair card I was looking for the exhaust build. I think we take a second Molten Fist here. And that pretty much completes the build. What we need now is card draw and at least one good all enemies card. And if we can find those, the build is basically done. Because we stack vulnerable on an enemy, and then we bully them. That's the build, right? Am I going to take this elite? I think not. I think three elites is enough. I could gamble here. Let's see what we have on offer at the shop. So I really want to remove Spore Mind. I want that gone. What else do we have? Another Molten Fist. I think 2 is enough. Vicious is a very good answer for our card draw. What do we have here? We're never going to play Art of War. We already have healing. I don't want colorless cards, so probably these 2 and maybe a potion. Blood Vial's not bad. Blood Vial is not bad. It seems little with 2 HP, but it adds up, and it adds to the 6 from Burning Blood. I think we want Vicious. We don't have a good card draw right now, so we play this power, and then we get a lot of card draw from Vulnerable, which helps us pull Bully. But I think we have to get rid of this curse. That leaves us with 215. I think I want Vicious. I don't think I want a third Molten Fist. Although, remind me what this upgrades to. I think it gets rid of the exhaust, but I'm not sure. No, it still exhausts. So a third one? I don't know. I don't think we need it. We don't need it until Act 3 at the earliest. But like double, double, double. It can get outrageous if you can make it happen. But we also want to dominate. So I think rather than a third Molten Fist, we'll hold out and hope we get a dominate. I will pick up this Vicious. And Do I want to risk this elite? Then we probably have to rest. Well, we're going to have to rest anyway, I think, to face off against the kin. This guy's got minions, which I don't love. All right, let's gamble. Let's live dangerously. Let's go for a 4th elite. So we're going to fight the bird a 2nd time. Okay. We're going to need block, so let's shrug it off. Don't have a way to apply vulnerable. We get 8 extra damage. So... 12, 14. We're going to take 6 here. I think we want to combine these next turn. So we'll just play 1 attack. Although this is free damage. We want the extra 8 doubled to 16. What am I pulling next turn? Yeah, probably not a lot of great stuff. So maybe I just do this now. Well, vicious. We probably don't get through the deck fast enough to apply this after vulnerable, so I'll take the extra damage here. And we'll bully. Okay. That's the turn. Right, he takes 3 from our thorns. Coming in with 12. Boy, that's a bad pull. Let's take 5 block and 2 strikes. He does hurt himself on our thorns. So... what gets me the most damage here? This gives me 3 strength. That's 4 vulnerable. So this becomes... the strength only applies to the first damage. Right? So in flame, we want bash, tremble, bully. That that should kill him. What is this doing now? 12? Plus 8 is 20. So it's not enough. Ugh. What if I play this and the strike? This is going to be 12. No, we can't get there, which means I have to play this defend. Okay, very low. I don't know if this is worth it. Okay, we pick up Candelabra. At the start of your 2nd turn, gain 2 energy. That is actually a great pickup and a really, really good find. If we survive the kin here, this is going to be a huge help in Acts 2 and 3. Okay, and there's our Dominate. Okay. We were looking for that. We're going to have to heal here. So we go into this fight with 35. Okay. So what we really want to do is stack a ton of vulnerable on one of these guys and get that Dominate off really early. We can get card draw from this. We should get this applied early. We have no defense right now. Let's put vulnerable on you because you're powering up. That's some block. All right, let's do 33. Double your everything. And we take 13 here. You're at 6. We get weakened. Okay. So we can kill you, no problem. We probably have to defend here. That's only 3 block. Oof, this is rough. I was hoping to turn this into strength, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Let's kill him. And 3 block, it's just not worth it, right? Let's go after you. Oh, that was pen nib? Oh well. Oh, I had energy from Candelabra. I could have blocked 5. Or 3. Oh, well. That was a mistake. Let's defend. I think we do take the inflame here. Okay, this is getting very touchy. We might lose here. You're doing 7, so we do want to kill you. We can get 7 plus 9 plus 17 is enough. It wastes our Molten Fist, but what can I do? Strike. Okay. Let's bully you for what we can get. No, we don't want to... No. Well, if I draw a strike, that would be good. I've got a 66% chance to draw a strike, because I want vulnerable coming from the shuffle. Also, he's going to attack us next turn. We've got 6 health, so... All right, let's see. I pulled the wrong card. Okay, you're doing 10. We really can't afford any of that. Shit, we lose. No, we don't. I forgot we had Vicious up, to be honest. Okay, shrug it off. Now we lose, because now we take 4 and we have 4. No, I play defend. Okay. I can dominate for 1 strength. No, 2 strength. And then bully. Somehow, yeah, we got 9. Down to 3 health. You're doing 15. So shrug it off. Defend. We get out of this with 1 hit point. I don't think we can do 104 damage to this guy. What are you doing on your turn? You're upgrading. Okay. And I just cannot get the draw I want. Coming in with 12. We can block. He takes 3 more from Thorns. I don't know if he frailed us, and he's doing 12. Okay, so unless I kill him right now, which I'm not sure I can do, there's no way we don't die. Oh my god, look at that. We got through it with 1 hit point. Okay. Woof, that was rough. What do we get here? Conflagration, I might take this. Lose HP and gain block from Crimson Mantle. That's honestly not a bad power for us. We got 1 upgrade this act. So we need to go all in on fires. Like, these are pretty solid. So if we can get 4 fires and like 2 elites next act, we can make it work. Juggernaut is not the card for us. Conflagration is decent. This ends up doing... Like, we add any strength we have to this, plus, like, if I strike and bully, it's another 4 damage, plus we can upgrade this to be better at dealing with all enemies. This would have killed us if we played it in this fight, but the likelihood that we go down to 1 HP again is pretty low. Getting a little bit of block every turn lets us more safely execute our vulnerable strategy. Lets us delete these defends. I like both of these. We've got those eels somewhere in Act 2. And other problems of this nature. You know what? I don't think the damage is good enough. What's the upgrade here? I've already forgotten the name of the card. Conflagration. So if we upgrade it, it goes to 9 and 3. So like best we could do right now, most turns is going to be like 18, maybe 21, if we burn an upgrade on it. Whereas for Crimson Mantle, if we upgrade, this is probably 11 block. I think we take Crimson Mantle here. Okay, so that was down to the wire in Act 1. I feel like this is a solid vulnerable deck. We need to lose some strikes and defends. We need some upgrades. But we're close to having a viable deck that beats Act 2 and 3. I need a little bit more card draw. I need at least one good card for all enemies, which we might have just passed up. I need some removes. Let's see what Pale is offering. You must quell your flames. Father can free you. Pale's Blood, at the start of your turn, draw one additional card. That would be good for us. That would be very good for us. Pale's Wing, you may sacrifice card rewards to Pale. Every 2 sacrifices, obtain a relic. That's good as well. Relics are fantastic. But we have pretty good relics right now. Bronze Scales, Pen Nib, Akabeko, Candelabra, Stonecracker. They're all good for fighting. We will be giving up a lot of... We will be skipping a lot of card rewards, though. And then we can add 2 Relax to your deck. I think this card is garbage. 3 cost for 15 block. I don't like it. I mean, it's the same as playing 3 Defense, which is a terrible turn. Next turn, draw 2 cards and gain 2 energy, and then exhaust. Like, no. This is burning an entire turn on that. I just don't... I don't like it at all. So both Wing and Blood are good for us. We get plenty of relics from Wing. This means we don't necessarily have to put another card in our deck for card draw. Because now we're drawing 6 per turn. And with Vicious on, that turns into enough. Whereas this gets us probably like 5 or 6 relics. Maybe 7 by the end of the run. Relics are so powerful. And like I said, the deck is close to complete. I want... can I have both? This is more consistent. This is more of a gamble, because we don't know what we're going to get. This makes me stronger right now. This makes me more strong in the long run, most likely. We can fix this, but there's no way to, like, earn more relics than we can get with this. I think we take Pale's Wing. Okay, there's Act 1 and our prep for Act 2. We're facing off against the Insatiable, the Sandworm guy. We're going to pick our path next time. Since we took the Wing, we don't need to fight too many elites. In fact, we can kind of avoid them as long as we take a fair number of hallway fights. We do have plenty of gold, no potions right now. But yeah, we can do a card remove or buy a relic if we want, or buy a card to kind of fix something. What we really want more than anything is fires. We want lots and lots of fires, and there's only routes with 3. So, all right, we'll take a look at it next time. That's going to be it for this one. Now you know I'm running a vulnerable build for the Ironclad run here. Hope it works out. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.